Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We've got another legend style video and I'm going to be covering super bowler smash attacks in this one. But just before we get started, do let me know if you guys would like to look at my CWL attacks as well. We are in Champion League 1 and I've been having a pretty good week so far. So you can see it's like 4 out of 4 and I even got a triple on this one. So it's like 5 out of 5 so far this week for me. But yeah, just let me know about that in the comments before we get started. And yeah, as always, the army link will be in the description. I'll show you guys the equipments as well that I have on my heroes over here, just for your reference. And of course, you can see the pets that they have on each of them. So yeah, that's about it. Let's just get into the attacks. Alright, we've started into the upper end of legends, you could say. So we're going to start running into some tougher bases. And here's our first one over here. We've got a box base which is really tough, I guess you could say, for a lot of different attacks. It's very well distributed. The core is not necessarily like distributed literally in the center of the base. It's got very good damage distribution, and it's got a lot of compartments. Not to mention that the town hall itself, we can't really very easily get an attack going from over here. So by which I mean, like, if you watch my videos regularly, you'll know I'm talking about the queen charge into bowlers approach, where we try to have an entry coming in through the back end of the base like this somehow. So we don't really have too many options on this base. That's the first thing we need to consider. And I guess the second thing to consider is, as I was saying, even though most of the damage is over here, the town hall is relatively isolated. There's not much damage over there. So there are some things we should probably consider, and I'm going to rule out trying to think of any approach from the back end of the base. Let's try to think of an approach coming from the far end or from the side over here. So basically over here, if you try to approach from the far end, right, even if you manage to get like wall breaks over here, it's just going to be like very tough for you to be able to get access to the entire base. Like, maybe what you'll be able to do is probably get like a jump over here, but then your bowlers will have to split in a compartment that is this broad. And if your bowler starts splitting around, there's no way that your push is going to survive and reach the town hall from over there. So that's a huge risk factor for you, and especially with this rage tower over here and those ricochet cannons being like the last defenses you'll target. It's something I cannot recommend. So that only leaves one option for us, which is somehow thinking of sending our bowlers in over here. And in order to somehow three star this base, right, while thinking about that, what else can you do? I'm just going to give you guys like a little bit of time to consider what the options are. And yeah, let's just go through it together. So you can already see I've started my warden over here, and I'm ensuring I could have started him either over here or to funnel out this bottom side over here. But then I noticed, like, okay, we have the entire hero farm over here. So you know what, looking at that hero farm, what I guess I can do is I can just send my own king over here, not my queen to funnel this time. I will send my king to funnel over here, because his gauntlet should be able to punish all of them at the same time, especially with the combination of that phoenix. So I have good faith that he'll do good work over there, and I've already decided, like, okay, this is what my warden's going to do. And you can already see my king is going to get started down over there. I've just placed a yeti to ensure that he kind of like weaves around and moves over here eventually. So that means we've got our queen with our smash. And yeah, just try to figure out what the pathing is going to look like for you. So you can see over here, like, the warden is not really following, so it's going to like be a little bit delayed. I had to drop the titan as well in a little awkward spot, but here we are. We've got two wall breaks leading into the scatter shot as well. And now if I'm not going to be using a third wall break over here. I will just straight away place my jump like that maybe, and we just hope for the best, right? That's what you're probably thinking. But I'm going to tell you that there's actually a nice way for you to get the town hall down over here, and it's similar to how you do a lot of hydra attacks, and you can pretty much see it in my siege bar already over here. This is another trick that not many people use in Legend League. just because of the base meta. And yeah, you can see it. I'm just trying to time like this is when I was thinking of placing my using my warden ability anyway. So I just need to be able to send my blimp at the same time through the warden ability, and look at that. That blimp is going to not only funnel out the entire area up top, but it's also going to get both the monolith and the town hall. So anytime you see a very isolated monolith plus town hall like that, where most of the damage is located in the core for your bowlers to dig through, consider doing this. Like now the bowlers will not even consider going anywhere up top over here, despite of this very weird jump that I had to place, which is not really letting into access. The only walls that these guys will consider breaking are going towards the rest of the core of the base, and because they're trying to target those walls anyway, their bounces are going to more likely than not even get some of those heavy defenses for you off the back end without even actually ever targeting them. And look at that, the entire base is down, and I still have a rage in my bag with 2 hero abilities. That's crazy. So just one more approach with super bowlers, I guess, that I want to show you guys that you can add to your arsenal. And people are adapting, especially because of the queen charge root rider meta at higher leagues, at higher legend league. People are protecting the town hall compartments a bit better. They're making sure that you cannot queen charge into them as easily. And even if you decide to just like have a blimp going on over here, it's not going to be much value. That's why instead send the blimp from the bottom of the base like that and inside your warden ability, and try to make sure that you time it with when you would use your warden ability for your bowlers anyway. Just one more new trick. I'm sure there's so many ways that I have shown on my channel, including like Sui hero dives and all sorts of weird things. But these tricks are all you need to make bowlers work. They're very versatile. Give them a try yourself. It's fun, and it keeps your brain running, which is what this game is all about. It's a strategy game. So yeah, that's our first triple. We'll move on to another one where I show you the same thing again. So yeah, let's just get into that. Alright, it's another box base, and we're gonna just think of the same things again. You can already see over here, I'm just gonna pause the recording just very shortly to briefly talk about this. You can see the walls near the town hall are just so toxic for any kind of queen charge to go on over there. It's not going to be easy to get that approach if you want to try to queen charge and then join in with your bowlers. Those wall breaks are not going to listen to you. They're going to try to target these walls over here, and it's just not going to be a very easy time. Similarly, if you try to approach from over here, look at the damage distribution on this base. It is literally so wide. There's no way your bowlers are going to get bounces to all the way out to these ricochet cannons or the enemy queen or enemy royal champion, for example. Just small things that you really need to consider when doing bowlers. It's not going to always be some sort of approach through the town hall or some approach from the very far end of the base. You will get access to all of this, but you need to make sure that you have some sort of plan to deal with the flanks as well. These are very dangerous flanks, and you can already see we've also got a well placed double poison with a well placed CC as well. So I already mentioned it in the previous replay that I'm going to be doing the same thing that I did in the last one, because once again, difficult to approach town hall, but hey, if I get a blimp well timed in my warden ability, look at the value I can get. Not only is it going to create a funnel, but it's taking out 2 huge targets for us that are just waiting for us over there. So once again, I'm just going to start the warden at the top over here, and now only one small change I will recommend this time. In the last replay, there were all the enemy heroes at the bottom side of the base where the eagle artillery is over here, but in this case, notice there's not really much damage located on the bottom side. And I always try to recommend this whenever there's not enough damage and you need something to funnel out the opposite end of the base. Like now, suppose over here we have our warden doing the job, so now over here there's not really much damage, right? At the max it's like maybe 1 archer tower, wizard tower, whatever. It's not too much. So in such scenarios, always use your queen to funnel. She can reach over walls, and she just does such a good job of it. She sets a funnel, her unicorn keeps her alive, so she's technically not even losing health too much. And you know what, even if we get one wall break over here, she can actually go in and grab this eagle artillery for us. So overall funnel value is really good. She can literally get all of this for us. And that's more than enough for me, because look at the path that is set for the bowlers if I just manage to do that with my queen. So you can see over here the queen is placed. I've cleared the entire compartment with the warden, and yeah, we're just gonna get moving. Ice golems, king, titan, bowlers, everybody up over there. I'm gonna freeze that X-bow because he was still that X-bow. This is one important data. A lot of beginners make this mistake. This X-bow over here was still targeting my warden, and you can still see like the healers are still on my warden right now because he was taking damage. So now the rest of my smash is actually starting to take damage, and it's not because I've frozen this X-bow, it's not my warden that's taking the damage anymore. So slowly you're going to see these healers are moving to my titan over here. But if I had not frozen the X-bow, it would have taken longer for my healers to switch from my warden onto my bowlers and my titan over here. And yeah, that's just one small thing I guess that you guys should probably take care of during your own attacks as well. And you can see over here, like these guys literally have nowhere else to go, that I just waited for them to beat through this wall. Literally my wall breaker went and broke the wrong wall over here, but because this funnel is so strong over here, as I was saying, that queen, such a powerful funnel tool, it's such a beautiful thing that these guys can actually beat through the wall. I don't even need wall breakers to target them to target the wall anymore. And you can see we're just going to try to time that warden ability perfectly with when we wanted to use them with our bowlers anyway. And look at that value. The Yetis are going to instantly get the town hall down, and they're going to move over to the monolith just shortly. I just gave them a freeze in case they needed it, and look at that, the bowlers once again nowhere for them to go except to the back end, and these guys are going to remain healthy. Sure, I don't have healers anymore, but really there's nothing left on the base you can stop at this point. Like the entire base is down. That's the beauty of this kind of an approach. Very underrated one, but at the same time its use case is also very limited. Do note that I'm only considering doing this because there's not much near the town hall. Usually the town hall compartments are more stacked than just having the monolith and the town hall, but whenever the town hall is relatively isolated with just that monolith beside it, these guys, you can see they're trying to protect the town hall entry so much for the queen charge style attacks. Anytime you see something like this, do consider this attack. You will start seeing it as you climb a bit higher and higher into legends. So in order of difficulty of things you should probably learn, I would say just learn the fundamentals first, then get comfortable with using your queen to funnel, and after that start thinking out of the box like this, and just destroy these bases with whatever approach you possibly need. And yeah, that's like two creative ways, I guess, two of the same creative way to be really speaking. So that, yeah, they can help you with in higher legends, but that's all to consider, I guess. Now we'll move on to two more attacks for you guys that are like slightly different, and we'll call it a wrap. Alright, third base over here, and once again, higher legends, consider how it is difficult to get an approach going onto the town hall. I can assure you, as you keep climbing, you're going to start seeing certain patterns and bases, and you can already see the ones that are coming up over here. They're all along the same theme. People do not want you to queen charge a town hall at any cost, and they're going to try to force you to come in somewhere from the bottom edges. So that's fine for us because it's not necessarily like a queen charge that we're going to always be doing, and we have to be flexible. We have super bowlers, so obviously we're going to rule out the queen charge entry onto town hall. And this time you can notice there's no good value in this area of the town hall such that we can get both of them with a blimp. Like these infernos are there, but they're way too far from the town hall. And not only that, look at these sweepers. They are protecting the town hall very dearly against those blimps, as well as just air spams in general. So it's a tough base. Definitely it's a tough base, and we are going to have to get a little bit creative. But maybe it's not as tough as it seems. So that's just now two things we need to consider, right? Like we know that we can't really like do this kind of an approach over here. You can already see I started my warden over there, but you probably still can't guess what I'm trying to do over here. So we have an option of approaching from over here or from over here, and I just took advantage of the fact that these walls over here were closed, and that is more than enough for me to try to think of some sort of approach going in through the monolith with my bowlers over here. Now I'm in this position where I still have 3 layers of walls over here such that I can get to the town hall. So if I place my jump in this layer over here, that means I need to somehow wall break this compartment, and we have 3 wall breakers as well, so this is still a very feasible plan. And yeah, the warden has done his job. He's created the funnel. We're just going to send everything that we have pretty much to go in with our bowlers over here. Also notice what I'm doing with my Yeti and some balloons over here. I'm trying to clear those buildings out on the side over there, so that these guys, once they clear this compartment, they will go forward rather than hanging around in these corners over here like this. So just again some very small tricks that I hope will help you guys. And yeah, you can see I've tried to delay my warden ability as late as possible, and good for us, because like now these rage spells are going to wear off on defense, and our bowlers are going to start getting the rages that they themselves need. And look at those bounce values. The king went ahead and just took the town hall out all by himself. And yeah, that is all you need sometimes. Like if you have enough of force, like I identified like a lot of damage was there going into this, so that's why I used both my king and my queen in with the smash on this one. Otherwise you usually see me only using my king with the smash, or only using my queen with the smash, something like that. But it's up to you to understand the damage that is there on the base, and this time literally I would have had access to all the damage on the base that is majorly threatening me if I send my king and my queen into the base like this. And you guys also probably also notice like I didn't really need anything more to funnel out this side over here, because these walls are all closed. Plus the clan castle is over here, and they're going to help pull all of my smash deep into the core. So all the more reason for me to send both my king and my queen into the smash. And look at that, we've ended up crushing the entire base. I could not even speak about it. But I guess the tip that I want to give you guys is do identify what sieges you need when. Over here I just took advantage of the fact that if I started a simple warden walk, this entire flank would be free for the flame flinger, and that's one entire part of the base I don't have to worry about anymore. And yeah, these closed walls over there, they're going to ensure that my bowlers will stick into the core. And yeah, just delay my warden ability as much as possible. My king is tanking in front anyway. Just be sure to protect your bowlers, because those ricochet cannons can hurt a lot, and the moment you see that they're getting low on health, that's when you should pop your warden ability. Not necessarily always when your king is going to get low on health, because he is the tank. So it's fine, just like small things I guess to consider. And yeah, that's another triple for us, and we'll move on to the last one for this video. Alright, last base over here, and once again it's going to be a very difficult one. You're going to start seeing this weird trend of either the town hall being not very easily reachable, or as you can see in this one as well as the first few attacks, the town hall does not have too much value around it. Instead you can see the damage is distributed in this outer ring that I'm going to mark for you guys. So it's mostly located in this area, you can see, and the town hall is just not having any value around it. So what to do on bases like these? They are very difficult for a lot of different attacks, and they try to give you very less incentive to go for the town hall, so as to say. And they make your approach very difficult into the town hall itself, so that you're almost like pretty much dead by the time you're coming out, and you have to deal with the last bit over here. So I guess let's just think about it, right? We can actually just have a flame finger go for this eagle artillery. That's my first thought on this base, because like the corners are all protected very well by those X-bows. So we're going to have to somehow think of using the warden walk and flame finger combination on bases like these. So you can see what I try to do is I try to drop my warden over here, and I drop my flame finger over here, something along those lines. Maybe the placement is not precise of my locations, but yeah. So that's the first thing I guess we can do. I could have also optionally done it the reverse way, where my flame flinger goes for this value over here, and I think of maybe having my bowlers go over here. But you can see like this void compartment, look at those void compartments, they're just not going to make life easy for you at all. And you know what, bowlers are strong enough anyway. You give them one rage, they can remove this entire area, I'm telling you right away. So I decided to just use my flame finger for the more inaccessible area on this base, which is that eagle artillery and that single inferno. And yeah, you might be like, hey, but this is just such good flame finger value. You should have thought of some way to send in your bowlers through over here. um, I kind of agree with you, but again, it's just a matter of preference. Like, I'm comfortable with spending one rage to get all of this down, and both of these walls are closed, so I can just I don't mind sparing like 2 wall breakers and breaking them wherever I want to, just to get this job done super duper easily for me. So once again, you'll notice over here I'm using my queen to actually set the funnel. I've even dropped the skeleton spell in addition to the yeti to help her out, because the damage is a little high. She is not going to be able to reach this X-bow for a while, so I'm just giving her the assistance that she needs over here. And yeah, as I was saying, one rage, these bowlers took out the entire thing. They're so convenient that way. And yeah, that X-bow is now locked onto my smash. Not much for me to worry about. The town hall will go invisible over here, but I actually took that into consideration in my plan. So as I was saying, like, we have 2 very heavy flanks over here, but the town hall going invisible like this, right? Look at how I've also placed my jump over here. I'm encouraging my bowlers to actually stick to that outer ring that I was talking about. I'm trying to make sure that they do not spend too long in the town hall poison area, and that they hug the walls of this boundary over here that you can see. And it's working out so well. Like, now immediately after this, these guys are going to go for a monolith, and I think they're going to backtrack to the expo just for a little bit of time. But right after that, look at what they're going to do, right? These bowlers are going to once again start hugging those walls, and they're going to get rid of that scatter shot and the ricochet cannon. Look at this bounce value. It's just one bowler that's doing it, but that's all you need. My queen also, wonderful job. She managed to complete the entire funnel. She managed to make sure that my bowlers do stick nicely into the core, and it's just something that my king would not have been able to do that easily. Like, the fact that she removed this entire those 2 buildings as well up in front just ensured that everybody stuck nicely in and quickly rushed through the core. And yeah, that's a very, very simple triple for us. Just we took advantage of the fact that they had an invisibility tower over here to kind of force our bowlers to go in a path like this, as opposed to a path like that. So just some small things, I guess, that you can consider in my when you see my plans. You can even see my jump is skewed terribly towards this corner. And yeah, this is just, I guess, some advanced bowler mechanics. These were all bases in relatively high legends, and they're fun. They make you think out of the box like that. They made me use the flame finger for literally just the eagle artillery, even though there was so much juicy value over here. But once again, it's just a matter of understanding, hey, my bowlers can take this down anyway. There's no reason to make myself suffer with this tough parting over here. Yeah, those tips are, I guess, like all you need for like higher legends, in combination with some of my older videos as well. And I can guarantee you, like, you can start taking down like a lot of different base styles that you encounter as you keep climbing. But yeah, that's about it for me for this one. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and do let me know if you guys would like to see my CW hits as well. I have been doing bowlers on this account so far, and my other account has been doing all sorts of Lalo variants, that is like Queen Charge Lalo and like Zap Lalo. So that's about it. Do let me know anything like feedback or even about the question I was asking. Yeah, that's about it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.